What's up, guys? Back with another video. I felt the need to touch on Rune Mania, which is basically a new meta protocol that was developed in the ordinals ecosystem by the person who created ordinals. So let's just get right into it. So, what are my thoughts on Rune Mania? I think it's real. I think it's legit. I think we're still somewhat early. But the problem is, I think is making the right move. That's always really the problem, especially with NFTs or ordinals, is they're so speculative. It's really hard to make a high conviction bet. So I'm going to go into basically what I think, what my bets are, where my bets are placed. Yeah, so let's just get right into it. So really, I think there's only one obvious play here, and that is rune stones. Despite the fact that I think they're in the top 4 of most highly valued NFTs, even though they were only launched, I believe, less than a month ago. Right now, their market cap is a bit over $600 million. There's over 100,000 of them in total of the supply. But to me, it's the only obvious play right now. Unfortunately, that's going to run you something like $6,000 or something like that. So a lot of people may not be able to afford that, unfortunately, but from my point of view, that is the only obvious play right now. They have run up a lot, but I still think $600 million is reasonable. Now, why do I think that's reasonable? Because really the major reason why people are holding these rune stones is because of the upcoming airdrops that we're expecting, for being a holder. And 3 of those airdrops are confirmed to be pretty much meme coins, pretty much rune meme coins. And, when you think about how it's a $600 million market cap, the top meme coins in the Rune ecosystem are likely to be over $1 billion when everything's said and done. So from my point of view, I think at least one of those coins is gonna likely end up to be at least $1 billion market cap. You look at Ordi is already over $1 billion. I believe Sats is still over $1 billion. These are the premier BRC20 tokens. I think runes are going to be bigger than BRC20s, probably. And even if they're not, I think Ordi has been consolidating for many months now, and is likely to make new highs in the relatively soon future, as long as Bitcoin doesn't dump really hard, which is always a possibility, of course. But so that is my basic reasoning behind thinking that rune stones is an obvious buy, even though even though I've said all that, I thought I only had received 1 airdrop of rune stones, but I found out yesterday that I received 3. And after realizing that, I actually went ahead and sold one, kind of just for risk management. Obviously in retrospect, it would have been better to sell it today or just to not sell it at all. But I just wanted to say that, since I'm saying all these bullish things about rune stones, I did actually sell one yesterday, but I still have 2 left that I'm not going to sell. On top of all that, Leonidas is the main person behind rune stones, and I believe he's very closely associated with Casey. I'm not sure if it's confirmed that Casey is claiming ownership of rune stones. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I haven't kept up to date with that, if Casey's behind rune stones. But obviously, if he is, that's even more bullish. I believe it's one of the most expensive inscriptions on Bitcoin. It might be the most expensive one. The art is really cool. So yeah, all these things are why I think rune stones is really the play here. Obviously, there's lots of other plays, Bitcoin puppets, their token pups. I think that's probably my second play is just buying the pups token, which is going to be converted into a rune token. Again, I don't know all the specifics behind that, but I just know that that's the plan. And And then, you know, the third one, a lot of people like RSIC, the RSIC miners, which have been out for a bit longer than the Rune stones, but I honestly don't really think they're a great buy right now, because you missed out on all the mining of them. So I just think Rune stones is a better buy, especially considering that, at least right now, it's cheaper than an RSIC, which I don't understand why. So yeah, to me, that's the only obvious play. There's lots of other plays out there. I'm trying to look deeper into these things called I think they're called tiny Vikings, which seem really interesting, but really everything other than Runestone seems like a pretty big gamble to me. I mean, even Runestones is kind of a gamble, just it being so expensive. But to me, that's really the one play that I think is pretty obvious. So that's it for the video. You know, if you guys have any alpha, please share it in the comments. If you like the video, leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.